Hey there, everyone. Thanks for sticking around. Oh god, this has been a hell of a night. But thank you for sticking around. You're at TF Live AU. We are covering Prem ozfortress Week 5 right now. Wiethoofd on production, my good pal Quid on the co-caster, and we have just had a complete and utter mess so far. Quid, what's happened?
Basically the item servers died, and then everybody got a VAC error, and then I don't really know. They were talking about postponing it. I don't really know what happened. I think I blacked out at some point there. But we're gone.
We're here. We're on default Granary currently, but players have items, and we're here. We're at a merc on each team, but my god, they're in. Yeah. Holy shamoly, it's been a ride, everyone, but you've been riding along with us. Between me and Obla jumping between literally every intermediate match in the division being played tonight and all this sort of fun stuff, it's here. We've had, at last count, Sam got a VAC error, Modus got a VAC error, Sean got a VAC error, then his internet died, and then Yui, his replacement, got a VAC error, but it looks like we're going to be getting in. I don't know if you saw what they just said in the match thread about the replacement scout there, Quid, but yeah, holy shamoly. We did it, boys. We're live. We're here. We're getting ready to play. We have 11 in the server.
Yeah, this is interesting. Apparently, people have items, but Sadgasm's gotten the VAC error or something. So if he can't get back in, they do have Benjay on standby. So if this delays anymore, I'm probably no longer going to be alive tomorrow.
Yeah, that's all right. We'll have a big, just mass. Can I share a grave with you, Quid?
No.
All right. Thanks, man.
Very cool, right there.
That's okay, that's alright. Well, this is, in case I didn't cover this yet, this is Victory or Riot versus Xenophobiaphobia Week 5. The map's going to be Granary and Viaduct. Big finals repercussions on the line for this one, because these are two of the four teams, I want to say, actually, who are currently just vying for the 1v3 spot. One of those four teams will not make it, and depending on the results tonight, we could see one team missing out on finals. Quid, you're in another one of those teams, and you've already you've definitely played Xeno so far this season. I don't know if you've played Victory or Riot, but how do you see these two teams stacking up against each other?
Xenophobia is a pretty good team. They're strong. Their scouts are normally confident. They're good, well-rounded players. Mac just shits on everything. Victory or Riot, the old one wasn't as good. This one, I don't know, it's like 2/6 of tea time. I don't know how I feel about that.
That'd be a third, Quid.
2/6.
Yeah.
No. But sorry, dude. I'm doing math in a different language. But
that's okay.
Yeah,
alternative math.
I don't know. Essentially, I haven't seen this lineup for Victory or Riot actually play because they cut like 4 people every single game.
Yeah.
I have seen this version of Xeno play, and they should be pretty damn confident.
Yep, as I've just gone and fucked something up, but that's alright. We should be changing map over to product right now as we're getting underway. We have had some roster shakeups because of the VAC issue here tonight. Do you want to go through one of the amended rosters for us, Quid? Which one do you want to take us through?
I'll go through Xeno, you go through Victory or whatever, and yeah.
Yep. Alright, hit me with it.
You go first, because my game is currently not letting me see anything.
Oh, okay. Well, Victory or Riot, Sadgasm, who would be playing Scout as a sub for Varna tonight, has been subbed out, and they're using Benjamin for a merc, in case you... Like, yeah, that made sense. That made sense. That was a sentence. But yes, so Benjamin of Intoxicated is on Scout, partnered up with a new acquisition of Sam the Snake, who's actually jumped ship from Xeno to play for Victory or Riot. Riot is the Victory or Riot Roma, hence, like, and the namesake, I suppose you could say, but Victory or Riot is sort of also been their mantra this season, but that's whatever. A Bender on Pocket, not known for his pocket play, very unique and creative player, I think it is safe to say. Yeah. Yeah, Redcoat Zygote on demo, who I'm going to call Redcoat, and Arnold on medic. Do you have the Xeno roster, Quid, or do you want me to do it?
I don't have it in front of me, but I should be able to remember it. So they have Paulson and Gramps, or Sage, he's called now, on Scout, and Gramps, very good DM, not dumb, he knows what he's doing. Paulson, he definitely knows what he's doing, he brings a lot to the team, comm-wise, and definitely has the DM to support it. Romer is Shifter, who's been doing a lot more recently that I've seen, so I'd be excited to watch him. Pocket is Makassar, so yeah, he's
Big
always going
Mac
to do
Daddy.
things. Modus, or as you might remember him, Most Improved Division 5, or Div 3 Rollout, Modus Bolts. Everybody knows that he's the greatest. And their med is Yui, and he smells really badly.
Yep, Yui obviously subbing in for Muppet, who was the first of the back issues, if I'm not mistaken, but he also had his internet take a giant steaming poo earlier tonight before the official. So they're playing with Yui, who's obviously got some synergy with Paulson. They did okay in those teams that they played on together. But yeah, you basically hit the nail on the head when you said Paulson is just... Paulson's brain just does things for TF2.
Nobody knows what it does, but we think it does something.
We think it does something. Scientists are going to be cutting him open like he's Albert Einstein when he dies, but for now we're just going to watch it at work. Paulson... they're actually going live, holy shit. Yes, Paulson is a really good brain player and is really the main caller. Okay, never mind, they're not going live, I got trolled. Yeah. Okay. But yeah. Paulson, really good, even though he's on Scout, just drags this team by the scruff of their shirt and really, really gets them going, is able to coordinate a lot of synergy and a lot of aggression for xenophobiaphobia. Or on the other side, I think you'd say Abender is the main caller, and Abender is an interesting decision maker, to say the least, as we are live on Product Quid. Welcome to your first cast, take me to mid.
Watching Modus on rollout here, he does the extra jump so he gets to mid really low, and the scouts just push him so he has to back up a whole bunch. So Zeno's positioning isn't that great.
Yeah, Modus just chilling out behind the rock at the moment. You hit it, you said it right, his health is really bad. They're all just so clumped up behind this rock.
Riot,
Zeno, Riot's gonna open it up with some aggression, and Abender's gonna follow it up onto the rock. Yui is probably gonna be getting the hell out of there. He's getting escorted out by Grams. Abender's actually jumped through onto the house, yep, onto...
yeah, this is essentially a wipe for Zeno, and Victor Wright's just gonna take the point, capture it up, you know, all the good shit.
Yeah, that's what you want. Yeah, Yui a very, very late death there, so I expect to see probably a sack wave here coming out of xenophobiaphobia to try and force out Arnold, as he did not die on this mid. He's up on his Uber. They're taking some pretty defensive posturing around their own cliff, Victory or Riot. Looks like Zeno are having a little bit of a peek around the concrete side. Here comes Mac. Mac's actually bombing in onto Riot. Interesting target selection.
Bounced.
Riot gets bounced, but he doesn't actually end up dying.
There you go.
Modus
finally uses on 6 health. Very unfortunate that he didn't just drop. Modus dropping an easy in the chat there.
That's some BM. Goodness me, they're transitioning to a forward hold though. Old mate Victory or Riot. Yui is up on 90% Uber as we speak, so they're going to be trying to bust out here and get some frags with this Uber advantage. Let's see if they get caught out by the forward hold though. If they were to drop players early, that'd be pretty disastrous. Evs, Victory or Riot. Oh, Paulson actually out on the Pyro, a strat that I-58 viewers may remember worked very against Jasmine. He's learning. Sam dies during the forward hold, and Yui is yet to pop his Uber, so Mac's taking a fight against Sadgasm. Sadgasm just out on a slither of HP. He's going to get taken down by a long range rocket from Mac. Yui actually forced.
Very interesting bomb. Somehow doesn't die. Like, 3 people in front of him didn't kill him. Interesting decision, interesting result.
I didn't see how Yui got forced there, though. He was way back on his own concrete. Did you see how that happened?
No, sorry.
No, it's okay. Yeah,
you're being abused by my friend Adolo over here.
Oh, Adolo sucks, that's okay. Yeah, forward hold over here coming out for xenophobiaphobia. Arnold's going to pop out through main. Mac is just sort of leaving himself there as bait while his medic of Yui backs the hell up. It's an even trade right now, but that does favour Victory or Riot. 2 frags apiece actually gone down now. Victory or Riot, are you losing this push off the back of that? Oh, that's a meaty serve. He's
Somehow
just going to
everybody
squeeze
else
out.
is gonna die. Gramps just goes behind and gets 2 kills. 3
Gramps
kills.
get 5th.
Nice, right to bot. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
That was big by Gramps. Gramps, like, we're talking about it, I'm talking about it with some of the Xeno guys. They think he gets a little bit of the jitters. He's an excellent scout, as you touched on, but in casted games he does get a little bit nervous, but he's not showing any signs of that right now. Yui up in his Uber on his own cliff, getting a defensive posturing going. Edging the point are Victory or Riot, and they're going to get in. Riot's going to bomb onto Yui and get forced. Riot's still alive. Abenda and Redcoat caught out, yeah. Just frags traded all around for the piece, but Arnold's lives.
Just kill vines. What a cool loot. Okay, so... Basically, yeah, just a reset. Essentially even Ubers, it's like 10% difference, which is pretty much nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Victory or Riot looking like they just want to push it now, so...
Yeah, a bit of a misplay though by Victory or Riot.
Paulson behind. Paulson coming in behind. Picks up Sam eventually.
Yeah, but Victory or Riot have actually managed to get the point, and they've managed to engineer themselves a slightly loftier advantage. Paulson's going to come in, and he's combining with Shifter right now. Shifter did take down Redcoat, which is the demo. Arnold's on very low health, and Arnold's still in. Paulson's still in. Paulson gets 1, Paulson gets 2, Paulson gets 3! Holy crap! And then grabs plus forwarding with Yui as well to clean up the remaining frags. That is disastrous. They can't let one scout do all that work. Big plays by Paulson. Big Uber ad for Yui as well.
Paulson just sort of got behind there, and then they pushed them back when Victory Riot had no players. I believe technical term for that is pincer maneuver.
Pincer maneuver, very, very good. You're learning the lingo, man. It's good as. Yeah, not really much time left on the clock to grind out another Uber and go for a sack wave. Redcoat's going to jump forward. It actually looks like that is what they're going to do. Redcoat's going to
botting people
go for the sack wave. They do get the force from Yui. Yui taking down very low on his own cliff.
Victory Riot on 75% here, but 30 seconds left to do something with it, so...
Yeah.
Let's hope that they can get in, I guess, if you're rooting for them.
Yeah, definitely. Modus is holding forward. He's a little bit isolated on the cliff. He's probably just going to see if he can get a bit of a cheeky pick. It looks like they're going main. They actually pop out through main for absolutely nothing. I think Mac was the only player forward there for Xeno.
Bombs straight in and dies instantly. Riot's in really deep as well and dies instantly as well.
Gramps has got...
fight on the point. Shifter's done so much damage and everybody's just cleaning up.
Too, yeah, as well. That's a huge misplay with the Uber there coming up from xenophobia. From Victory or Riot. Xeno played that really well. They just, Modus was forward, just getting vision, and, as was Mac, and they just, I think Victory or Riot must have just assumed it was a forward hold, and they popped out, and were like, oh, there's no one here for us to kill. That's kind of shit, but yeah, it happens. First round goes to Xeno. Take me to mid number 2, Quid.
Gonna watch Redcoat this mid, just to be fair. Modus really forward again, takes far less damage already, but still way less health than the other demo. Nothing really happening yet on this mid, it's just sort of stalemating.
Yeah, Abenda goes down on his own rock though. Yeah, Riot's gonna jump in on the enemy concrete.
Victory or Riot's health is low, so unless they do anything,
Redcoat's coming in. Redcoat's jumping in onto Yui. Yui with a minty surf, but he might get taken down here by Sam. Yui's got that jiggle! Yui with the really, really good movement there. Sort of just being able to counter-strafe Sam and not die to that. Arnold did get out though, so Ubers are, I think, almost, dead on even at the moment, so it'll be interesting to see what they opt to do here. Spawns do favour Victory or Riot right now, so I do like this, taking out a team fight. Yui's forced on their grass, and Gramps and Shifter go down, so it's a little bit of a disaster right now. Arnold isn't actually up on his Uber yet though.
Sadgasm just running through the point and somehow cleaning up 2 more players. Pretty much, Victory or Riot are going to go straight away, while they still have spawn out, I guess. I don't know, it's going to be like a 4v4 Uber.
Oh, they have got all players back up on the field now. I think that must have just been a very sort of stunted sack wave that we saw from them, because they have managed to engineer themselves a full advantage. Paulson going forward, trying to get some aggression going, but Arnold's under no real duress here, and he's able to walk onto the point, without using, so... Bit of a misplay there by Xeno. They could definitely afford to throw players away when they know they're going to get the spawn ad from the cap just straight back into their favour, but
yeah, they should have forced them as they came in, but now they're just going to have to stalemate and even Ubers, maybe trade or something, or sack somebody.
Yeah, Yui's coming up on it now. I suppose, like, this is my favourite thing to do on Via, is to force the team fight on even Ubers when you do have that spawn advantage. Riot's going to bomb in deep, and a nice milk by Yui, so that's a player advantage already from xenophobiaphobia. I want to see what they do with it. Mac and Modus looking like they want to get forward. A Bender's doing a little bit of a half bomb. Yui forces. They do get a Bender though, and Shifter forces in kind by coming around from the back. And no, the Ubers aren't really very close to each other.
Yeah, they're just refighting here. It's actually looking pretty good for Xeno here.
Yeah, I think they just baited out the aggression there from Victory or Riot. Oh, Riot's in.
Big Riot bomb. Typical.
Big Riot bomb just completely misses 2 rockets on Yui. That's a bit of a beef.
It's sort of just a bash the head into the wall until it breaks strategy.
Yeah, we'll see what breaks first, really. And it looks like Riot's head is currently in the process of being cracked.
Pre-broken, dude, it's immune.
Yeah, there we go. Mac actually extending onto the red cliff a little bit there, getting very aggressive, but does trade out for Sadgasm, so a soldier for a scout, that's alright. Abender's going to be coming in here, is getting some damage up onto Paulson, but there's really bad team health here for xenophobiaphobia.
They should just pull out until they get over.
Yeah,
go
and
from
pull
there.
out their Gramps just died waiting for an arrow there, which was a little bit derpy. Gramps is Sage, by the way, we probably should have said that earlier. Max quite forward, but they've got even
that we don't see a sniper from Xeno here.
Interesting that we don't see a sniper from Sam either. Sam known for his prowess at clicking on people's heads. Paulson takes a very aggressive Uber forward. It looks like they were going to solo the scout in. Yeah, and they do trade Ubers. Paulson actually forces quite a few multis, but Yui flashed quite a few people in late, so it's pretty much an even Uber exchange. Mac is over, Shifter's overextended. And died, as is Modus. Paulson's in. Paulson actually manages to get 2. It's a scout v scout, but Sadgasm hits him with the fat meat. Paulson goes down.
Yeah, if
just turned into a mess.
Shot from Sadgasm, Paulson could have really just cleaned up both of the scouts because they were both on like 30 health.
Yeah,
Shifter's going in though, I guess. No, he's just sort of peeking it.
But we do see the spawn ad coming in here for xenophobiaphobia, and they are just able to contest this point almost for free because the players for Victory Riot were just not in position to really do something. Abender's going to get crushed here, but there is a big sack wave coming in. Yui is not really in any danger. He's positioned himself really well here, but Shifter needs to turn around and deal with Sadgasm. Yui, no, they all die on the side of Xeno, and Yui's going to go down very late. Does give the scouts a little bit of the jukes there, but he's just really extended over his own spawn, so that was some good aggression coming out from Victoria Riot.
Yeah, definitely not a bad push there.
Not really much else to say. So pretty big Uber ad for Arnold too.
I don't know, Sadgasm just stays too forward in trades. Probably shouldn't take those because there's spawn times when you have the point capped, but...
that's exactly right. Looks like Xeno are going to look to engage here off Ubers. Arnold's coming up very close to his though, so I want to see if they can get some position before Arnold does have that vulnerability. He actually pops it off now, and they're going to walk forward. Yui's in a pretty safe position though. Redcoat's bombing forward as he has been doing a lot this fixture. Real big aggression, just possibly an overextension again coming in here from Victory or Riot. They're just sending 2 players in with absolutely no support into the meat grinder of the Xeno Scout. It's an even trade, but Sage loses a 1v1 to Sadgasm and Max.
It's just up to Paulson here with Modus just about to bomb in now.
I've got a lot of cap time, a little bit of overtime to work with, but Modus is hitting all his shots. Riot is so hurt. And Shifter really needed to make a little bit more happen there with his bomb.
Clicks 3 times and deletes 3 players from the map, so I think that might be it.
Yeah,
unless somehow these remaining people from Xeno get something. No, they just jump onto a secret trap and die.
Yeah, so it's a very delayed sort of end of the point overtime fight there for Victory or Riot, but they were never really in danger of losing that. I think the Xeno players just sort of filed in one by one and just proceeded to die as we're going to mid number 3. Modus again, really fast, up onto that rock that Power made famous. Taking some early damage again, is going to have to absorb all those heals from Yui. Shifter's going in aggressive on Redcoat, but the double soli aggression comes back out from Victory or Riot, and they both just get cleaned up. Riot and Abender down. Health isn't super duper on either team right now, but with the 2 scout advantage, you think that Xenophobia are going to take this, and indeed they do. Sam gets meated. Paulson is going to chase down Redcoat with the help of Mac, but Arnold is outspawned. Paulson actually trades.
Oh my god, how'd Riot die in that? What the
my god, that was just Paulson mashing his face into gamers and seeing what happens. Paulson flakes. What are we seeing here? Even Ubers.
Just like a really, really poorly committed forward hold. Just Modus being forward cliff, pretty much. He does that a lot, so.
That's fair. Well, it did work with just Modus and Mac sort of half forward last time. They did get a really cheap force out.
They forced, so it was looking better here from Xeno, but it's just neutral on the point right now as they're sort of cellmating out Ubers.
Yeah, the double solely aggression coming back in now from xenophobiaphobia, but they sort of just back out afterwards. Modus is isolated on the point here and he's going to get bounced away, but Gramps has picked up 2 on the flank in the meantime. He's just having himself a game at the moment. Bender's bombing in deep, just got a lot of damage out onto Modus and is going to get cleaned up by Sam there. It's just Mac, and it's just Yui now. Mac did die to Sam, but it looks like Yui's possibly going to get out. Sam is in pursuit.
Yeah, he gets him.
Yeah.
And just dies afterwards. That's a decent trade. It brings the Ubers back to pretty much even because Arnold died somewhere during that fight.
Sorry, as I'm still dealing with the fallout of all these technical issues in Steam PMs. Check ozfortress Discord, guys, don't send me messages, but it's a reset here. Ubers are dead on even, pretty much. Paulson and Sam down each way. They're both going to be back on the field now, but it's neither Uber's going to be in play for quite some time, so I think we're going to see Xeno try and force a bit of a fight here, which I agree with. They're just posturing around their own rock at the moment. Sadgasm gets taken down so low, and he does get chipped down by Paulson from long range, and that will open up the point here. Floated, but Sam comes in behind him and actually picks up Gramps. Sam's going to get 2, he's going to get Paulson as well. Shifter goes down and they only trade for a bender. So that was a little bit of an overcommitment there, and Yui's going to get chased down as well. Mac goes down, and this is looking mighty familiar. Yui's on 99% after that Ubersaw, but he actually drops in the end. He gets 2 Ubersaws to kill Sam and defend himself. He was up on the Uber, but he drops afterwards. That's a bit unfortunate. Looks like Xeno is just still going to commit to this team fight afterwards anyway. They've found 2 picks.
Yeah, it looks like Riot's head got through the wall.
Arnold is going to pop out his Uber, but Gramps actually gets the cap. I'm not sure if that actually favours his team now, because Modus is up on his 13-second spawn, which is quite long. I don't really know if getting the cap helps them a great deal there, but Ubers are out of the equation. Zui's back on the field now. Mac is taking some aggression up on the point. He just gets bounced to hell, and they are losing players as xenophobiaphobia, and Yui needs to get the hell out.
Yui's out. Shifter's just gonna hold really far back here. He's gonna get pushed though, probably die. Yeah, that's right, goes down to like 5.
And Paulson does clean up Sadgasm on the base of the cliff as well.
So trades are looking better for Xeno here, but Victory and Riot almost have had.
Yeah, almost are up on over with a big 40% advantage. I'd like to see some aggression come forward here from Xeno to try and get that force out, and indeed they do, while Sam goes down to Paulson in the backfields as well. Yui is safely positioned this time. They have been caught out by these Ubers with their medic a little bit, have Xeno in the last few times, but they've not made that mistake here.
Victory or Riot, for some reason, just left Yui alone with that Uber and just chased like 1 frag, so... Be interesting to see what happens here. Yui's on 80% and he's already low, so...
Yeah,
Redcoat just jumps off the rock and craters, nice.
Yeah.
A bender jumps in and dies as well.
Yui is just doing such a good job with his survivability tonight, my god. I know my mate Sean's in stream chat. Mate, your position on this team's looking a little bit tumultuous, should be having words. Yui is up on his Uber though, and the bender is down. Players are in, Paulson gets the Uber popped on and he calls for it and takes it super aggressive. He's able to take down Arnold, so really nice call there by Paulson, just seeing the medic in his sights and going, give me the beam, I will eat him for breakfast.
Yeah, and that works, but I feel like they could have blocked more people out if they just took a demo or a soldier or something through. But it's going fine here for Xeno here. It's just even Ubers, pretty much, same hold.
Uber advantage, yeah. Oh, it should be slightly in favour of Yui, but it's not really. That Paulson frag coming out to be pretty much all for naught. Aggression coming in, some big shots hit by Paulson and Modus, I think, there. Just denying that 3-player sack of all 3 explosive classes.
Victory or Riot keep on just like 4-man sacking, or 3-man sacking, what the... Yeah, 3-man sacking. But
they're doing
like,
their sacks by halves, that's
no reason when it's like even. I don't know.
Exactly.
They could just go in.
Uber. I think they would have thought that they had a disadvantage there, as they are going to get popped out of the forward hold, but Modus is in very, very bad danger of dying to Sam here. He's going to get caught out, and I think he's going to get caught out by Redcoat, but Modus is giving him the jiggles. Surely he goes down, but he does very late. Mac is down as well, and Yui is popped out, so I think that's probably not what Xeno wanted there. They've already dropped 2 players, and their Uber is going to be a better one, but it looks like they will reset in the point. Victory Rider coming back in, but Paulson just extends forward and he's going to continue eating players. The scouts from Xeno are just having themselves some games.
Gets scored by Yui on the point.
Oh, that can't feel good, Sadgasm. But loses the 1v1s to Yui. Poor health, and
Matt comes
that is
back
going
in.
to be...
Yeah, that was another close round, but Xeno just took it again.
Just winning some really important duels post of those Ubers towards the end of the round there, I think was what clutched it for Xeno. As we're on mid number 4 now, we are at map point for xenophobiaphobia. We are playing Koth 2-3 here in Australia because Europe's cooler than North America. You heard me. Shifter's in really aggressive, getting some damage onto the combo, but Riot bombs in as well, trying to focus down Modus, but just misses all his rockets. Really ineffective bomb there from Riot. But the frags are being traded out, 3 down for Xeno, and their position's pretty bad. It's just the scouts coming in late with their buffs from old mate on Victory or Riot. That's their name. Yui's actually going to live, and he's going to get his Uber. That is ridiculous.
Really poor by Victory or Riot scouts right there. That's
Yui just showing his
Shifter's going for the mid, but he's just being plated by a full team.
He doesn't end up eating a direct by Riot, but Gramps in... towards the end of the fight. Yeah, against the Force there. Well done, Gramps, to do that off the, we'll say, distraction by Shifter. It wasn't him just getting completely denied and doing a Roma face smash.
Yeah, they looked at him, but...
yeah.
It was sort of a flail.
I drew eyes, guys! They're all looking at me! Roma up 101, but yeah, even Uber's now slight advantage to Yui, but unless Paulson calls for another one of those meaty just plus forward ones, it'll be a pretty insignificant advantage. Point actually never got capped up in that initial exchange, so it's still no time on
Only 20 seconds, yeah.
Yeah, and counting now. Frags traded out. No,
Xeno just gets sort of obliterated here. Modus and Yui just trying to run, but nobody on Victory Riot really jumps them.
Yeah, no real plus 40 aggression. I think, like, you can afford to lose players when you have that 3-pick advantage. Obviously, the health wasn't great on Victory Riot. Max is going to get 2 though. Big Mac Daddy. He takes 2v1 on the cliff and gets both. Yui,
they're just trading Ubers on point here. Yeah. Gramps is gonna die in the middle of it. Or off to the side.
Yeah, that was gonna look huge.
Pretty decent for Xenophobia here, I guess. If they can kill the people just flailing at them.
Yeah, but Shifter goes in and dies, and trying to get onto Arnold, which I don't think was really necessary there. They just didn't have the position in xenophobiaphobia, and they didn't have the team health either to get themselves any positioning. So they end up losing a couple of frags. Nothing too significant, but they still haven't capped up the point this round yet, and it's a minute and a half off the clock for Victory Riot at this point. So Xeno really need to get something going here, and I'd like to see them do it off Ubers because with the power of Mac, Paulson, and Gramps, they've just been destroying Victory Riot with raw DM, and I think they need to start doing that a little bit more. What are you seeing? Quid?
My phone's great. That soldier's really hurt here. Modus takes down 1. I don't know, Victory Riot have Uber. Sam gets bowed from across the map.
Yeah, that's quite funny.
Basically, I don't know, I'd still like to see a sniper, but just nobody wants to snipe, and Xenophobia hasn't gotten on the point yet.
Less than a minute off the clock here for Victory Riot. They're really coming out strong on this round. Ubers are going to be even. Arnold actually forces. Yui is just a smidge away from his. He needs to get this. He's getting chased down by Sadgasm. Surely Yui can get it. Paulson does end up taking down Sadgasm. Yui didn't actually take that much damage there, but Abender's out on the heavy, and in other words, grass is green. Quid. It's only a matter of time before we saw this. It's completely ineffective though.
Yeah, honestly, heavy on when you're holding on this map isn't the dumbest thing, but I'm just gonna, yeah, I don't know, it didn't do anything. He came up too late and just sort of stood in a really dumb spot. Yeah,
just sort of 8 Uber shots, didn't really do anything. It's good when you already have that position on the point, but by the time he waddled over there, Xeno had already managed to get their Uber across the point, so he was really not going to be anything other than a meat sack there, just taking damage. Not much more than a bender is normally anyway, but that's fine. They're pushing up the cliff now. Slight advantage to Yui for Uberers. Yeah, English, goodness me. But yeah, defensive posturing, double Soli aggression coming in. Such a messy fight on Xeno's slope, just insane aggression coming out from Victory Riot, and Xeno will die except for Gramps and Yui.
Yeah, they did the pretty much exact same thing again, and it worked this time, so...
They're just able to get so much position for free of Victory or Riot. They're trying to do a defensive hold.
Yeah, instead of all bombing really staggeredly and strange, they all did it at once and it actually worked, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm starting to see a theme.
Yeah, definitely, and if they can keep this aggression going, they might be able to get the equalizing round here. They have 10 seconds left on the clock, well, still 2 minutes. Ubers are traded out. Shifter goes deep and gets the force. Max probably going to die here. It's taken down to a very small amount of health. The Bender up on the heavy again. It's taking a 1v1 versus Paulson. Paulson gets down, Bender down very low, but it's just Makassar on the field, just Yui on the field now, and that's going to be an equalizing round. Really, really strong round there from Victory or Riot. Large gamers, Quid. Quid's looking at his phone. Unbelievable. Can we see some Twitch chat spam for that? So we're going to go to mid number 5. Whoever wins this round takes it. Motor's getting a little bit more aggressive than Redcoat again, as we've seen all of these mids so far, but Redcoat just sort of sitting back. Riot with a big double bomb onto Yui is actually not going to get much done. Mac hits a big shot onto Riot, but goes down and turns to Redcoat. Paulson goes down to Sam. Shifter gets Sadgasm. Player advantage here. Yeah. Player advantage here in favour of Victory Riot, and Redcoat's just slowly edging forward across the point. They probably should just cut their losses and get out here, should Xeno. They're loitering a little.
Yeah, pretty much. They have respawns now, so I think it's fine to fight, but they just need to, like, focus.
Seems like they're half committing and then half uncommitting in a lot of these fights where they need to make a decision to go one way or the other. Yui's up on his Uber now and has milked this for a hell of a long time. He does drop Shifter, but he still hasn't popped, and so Yui's going to be using it now.
Yeah. Riot kills himself behind, interestingly enough. I don't even know if he killbound or just shot a rocket at his feet and died.
Yeah, I can't really tell either, but the force does come out, and that means there's going to be a slight Uber advantage on Arnold's, and 6v6 fight here. Let's see if the holds from xenophobiaphobia just haven't been that good. They've let the aggression of Victory or Riot just really do a lot of damage to their combo, and here comes Riot again. He's going to trade out for Mac, and here Redcoat and Bender are following, and so this is the same aggression that we've seen time and time again, and they're going to get Paulson and Yui and Motors.
Yeah, they just get cleaned up, I'd hope. One rocket
Shifter be
nice.
Sam. Nice rocket by Shifter to clean up Sam, but it's Sadgasm is made here. Yeah,
it's just a delay for the point, pretty much.
Civ, yeah. Spawns are coming up now. It's going to be full Uber advantage to Arnold again, and Xeno need to find a way to deal with this, like just throwing every explosive class forward on the side of Victory or Riot, because they're losing Yui to it so many times. What do they need to do differently, you reckon, Quitters? They are going to get the force out with a sack wave, and Yui shouldn't really be in any danger here.
Maybe
what do they need to do differently?
Scouts play tighter or something. They just need to focus the soldiers that are just like bombing at them and doing nothing.
Yeah. Because I think a lot of the damage is coming in from Redcoat, who's taking a little bit more of a defensive posture on his bombs than the soldiers are. The soldiers are just going in, drawing eyes, and then exploding. But yeah,
I don't know if logs like exist or not, but I feel like Redcoat's been taking a lot of heals, just sitting back and doing damage.
Yeah, and that's what your demo really needs to do on this map. Just sort of play a very passive, spammy role. Have your soldiers overseeing you and your scouts able to clean up on your damage. But he is going very low here as Redcoat. But the double soli aggression again does force out Yui. They really need to find an answer for this. They do get a lot of frags in turn, but Arnold is Arnold's 100% out. Arnold is nowhere to be seen. So unless we see some creative holding here coming out from xenophobiaphobia, which it looks like we are, they're transitioning to a forward holds, thinking to change things up here at this Uber disadvantage.
Spawn sniper Gramps, you bitch. God damn it.
Has Gramps got much sniping chops? As Victory or Riot are going to pop out main here, and they're going to attempt a ninja vanish on the side of Xeno, and they've succeeded pretty well by the looks of things. Team L isn't great on Victory or Riot post Uber, and it looks, I would like to see Xeno come out and take this team fight. They have got a pick. Gramps is behind as well. He's going to take down Sadgasm with a big meaty shot to the face. Lotus is going to take down Sam. That's a really, really nice adjustment there.
Really hurt on the left here.
Gramps is on Arnold as well. Gramps is coming in behind. He's been behind them this entire time.
Gramps is getting them. Redcoat just like, I don't know, having a seizure with his sign out.
As opposed to having a seizure with his sticks out, but that's alright.
Really good fight though.
Yeah, definitely a good fight. That adjustment by xenophobiaphobia, really what we were saying they needed to make. And they are on full Uber advantage now, adjusting to this forward hold, not trying to get forced and crushed by that aggression as they have been so many times. Riot's just going to get eaten here in this doorway. And that is an unsuccessful sack attempt from the Victory of Riot Roma. Here comes Sadgasm on the Pyro. Paulson getting I-58, PCSD. Gramps goes down, Shifter goes down, and no Uber falls. As of yet, Yui's going to possibly drop all his players, but does end up saving Mac and Paulson. Sam's still in. Sam should get caught at the base of this cliff, but successful force with the Pyro coming out from Victory of Riot, who are re-aggressing on this cliffside now with a big 80% Uber advantage, and they're going to find Makassar. And Paulson's probably going to go down too.
No, he'll get out. Somehow. Yeah, he did it.
Yeah.
Just nobody shot him.
Yeah. Oh,
and
there
he
he
just runs in and dies. Yeah, they force. They should just, like, run here.
Yeah, Yui, with a scout this time, able to run away a little bit. That's another thing that I've been seeing from Zeno. They're not really playing a scout with Yui when he needs to get out. Good time on the cap as well. 10 seconds left on the clock for Zeno, with a minute and a half left for Victory of Riot. Uber's 20% in favour of Yui here, but I doubt we will see Ubers come into play here, honestly. I think Zeno are going to try and drop the hammer right now. It looks like they're trying to come in and just edge the point a little bit. Paulson's playing it. Paulson might get caught out by Sam. He gets a little bit of a tickle done. Both teams just sort of posturing their own side, really hesitant to commit, but it looks like Riot, maybe? No, it's just so passive. Both teams playing their own side.
If anything here, Zeno need to just stop push and kill Riot.
Yeah, and that's what they're doing. They're popping a bang on 100%. Riot's getting close to 90%. He's like,
Riot's
so close.
Paulson. They do like nothing with the Uber. Riot's just going to use back in.
Yeah. Yui
It's going to force it into overtime, definitely, but they're all even on the point, so they can't cap. As Riot just stands there with the Ubersaur out, not healing anybody, and they're about to lose this fight, I think.
Yeah, indeed they are. Wow, that just aggression coming back in from the doubles, both of the soldiers. Mac and Shifter are going to be able to clean up all the remaining frags. Riot's going to come in and see what he can do, and he can do nothing. That is 3-2 to xenophobiaphobia on a really, really tight product, and that was a really good adjustment there by Zeno to put at the end of that one. I think we are seeing that adjustment be made in the Paulson leadership coming out. That was well played by Zeno.
Yeah, I think Paulson noticed, or somebody noticed. I'm not going to credit it just to Paulson, because they're all pretty smart players, but somebody definitely noticed what was happening and just made them stop dying to some dumb shit, and it started working again.
Yeah, really, really close game so far. This has been a good one to watch. We're going to Granary now. Give us some Granary insight, Premier Player Quid, please.
I hate it, and it's a piece of shit.
I agree. Vote to get rid of Granary next season, please, guys, but what do you see for these two teams?
For these two teams, I don't know, it'll definitely be interesting. The sort of defensive way that Redcoat normally plays with just a lot of heals will work pretty decent, but Modus ends up like playing more aggressive every time I've seen him and played with him, so I don't know, definitely will be aggressive, will be interesting to see how they go, but judging on last map, I'd sort of definitely give it to Zeno here, because I don't know, they were playing with brains and they weren't just like scrappy team fighting as much. Yeah,
that's exactly right. I'd say similar things, but yeah, the scouts are going to have less of an effect on Granary, and that's why I assume why you hate it and why a lot of scout mains just dread Granary week. But
I hate this map on every class. I feel like it's just like somebody took a rectangle and then just smashed it everywhere, and then had a stroke partway through, or decided to make the rollout like 7 kilometers long.
Yeah, bit of this map's starting to show its age these days, but map bias aside, I think we can say that the scouts are like just aren't really as open to do as many things as they might be able to. Paulson's going to be doing some big work on the flank for Zeno, I would imagine, but I don't really know if
definitely
they're going to be able to have the same impact. We don't have logs to show you on the stream, unfortunately, guys, but let's make up some logs on the spot. Oh my god, Paulson and Gramps did insane amounts of work compared to Sam and Sadgasm. I don't think that's too much of a far-fetched thing to say. But
dude, what the hell? How'd Modus only do 3 DPM? What a shitter. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Yeah, Jake, you're confirmed the worst. And I see...
Sorry, dude.
Yeah, that's a damn shame. Redcoat Zygote taking 85% heals and doing 750,000 DPM. That sounds about right to me, Quid. What do you think?
Yeah. No.
Yeah. And a Bender dying 500 times. Cool. Alright, but yeah, this is going to be a much more soldier-favoured map. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Mac run the shotgun on this. It's obviously we're a gunboat's pocket meta, and both of these teams have been running the gunboat's pocket on viaducts, but Mac, a little bit more of a traditional player. You reckon we'll see shotgun from him, Quid, or if it'll make a big difference?
I haven't seen it from him yet, and I don't really think that it would make as much of a difference. Granary's the only map that I don't really mind shotgun on.
Yeah, I think that's the sentiment shared by a lot of pubs, really.
Is
Server's having a stroke.
Did they pause? They probably paused.
They've paused.
That means that we're starting soon at least, which is some good news, I guess.
Unless they've paused in pre-game just to troll us, which I'd like to give them a bit more credit than that. But Impact players on Gran, who do you think needs to go large for Victory or Riot to get them back in this? Because they're obviously a map down, and they need to probably win this to keep their finals hopes alive, in all honesty. Quid, what do you reckon?
Sam. Just Sam.
Just Sam?
He'll always do a lot, but I don't know. Sam he has the most capacity to do things out of all those people.
I completely agree. Absolutely ridiculous aim on that guy. I reckon on the side of Xeno, we saw it last week against you guys. I'm going to bring it back, bring up the memories Quid for you. Mac just did so much work on Snake Water, and this is just the pocket wet dream map, really. I reckon Mac is just going to hit a lot of rockets and do a lot of damage, and if he does, I reckon Xeno are going to win. I think all of it can be boiled down to that. He's just that good with his rockets. But yeah,
I reckon Mac will perform decently consistently. Like, he always seems like a sort of consistent player that's unaffected by what's really going on. So I feel like really it'll rely on Shifter and Modus. I don't know. Like, sometimes Shifter does a whole bunch and just like does really well on the flank, which I feel like he has great potential to on this map. And sometimes the same with Jake. Modus.
Yeah. Oh. Sargassum came back. They didn't use Benjamin. We just totally didn't notice that the entire first map. That's interesting. Alrighty, yep. So they have gone live in real time, guys. Our beautiful bearded man on production, Wiethoofd, is telling us that, but they have paused in the first round. So hopefully that's no recurrence of any of the VAC issues. Touch wood. I'm scared, guys. I'm scared, but I hope you'll all be here with me. This is TF Live, covering ozfortress Season 18 Premier Division Week 5, xenophobiaphobia versus Victory or Riot. Victory or Riot losing the first map products 3-2 in a very, very close one. What else can we pontificate about, Quid? How was your day?
Good, but I think that the reason for logs being down was Riot actually died so many fucking times that it broke the whole site. Everything. How
many deaths is that, like, to the nearest Graham's number, Quid?
There's a lot of Grahams in that one.
Shit, man. That's a lot of deaths. Alright, yeah. I want to see Twitch chat. I want you guys to get involved into that. And basically, I want you to tell me how many times you think Riot died, and the person who can say the largest number without getting timed out by TwitchBot or Foslam at the end wins. So, let's see how many times Riot died, please, guys. I'm curious to know.
Chat, where did Riot touch you?
Oh, man. What else were we saying? I feel like I haven't been saying Riot's name as much as I'd like to. We've been saying it, obviously, just then, but as far as the big impact roaming goes, he hasn't been showing up, really, at all this officially. He's just been missing some sitters. Do you think Granary's going to be a good map for him to sort of come good again, and die less times?
He has the potential to actually do really well. Like, he has some pretty decent rocket aim and stuff, but he just does dumb shit. But Granary's like just a rectangle, so I don't really think that he can just die as much. So he should do decent. Yeah,
that's true. And this was a map that I think, if you'll remember back to Jasmine T days with me, Quid, Paulson, as demo on this mid, he was disgusting. He would just do so much damage and hit so many shots. And I'm wondering if Modus has gone to the Paulson school of demo man for Granary mid, because that could be another one to watch. As we are actually going to unpause in pre-game here, which means we're going to be getting going very soon, guys. We genius, so
Graham's rolling out all the way back, and they're fighting at mid. Great.
Well, this isn't live yet. Yeah,
I know
so,
it's pre-game. I'm not that retarded, I think.
I mean, what was it that you asked earlier? Are they playing Viaduct first? The map's on Viaduct. Oh, wait. Thank you, Quid.
Dude, Gramps is just continually crouching with the scattergun animation, the winger out, and every time he jumps, his model just blocks everything on my screen.
I want to see this. This is impressive sounding. We are going to be seeing some ice skating players. I don't know if Wiet's got that on the stream, but I'm seeing ice skating players. Holy shit. Mac just gets slammed in pre-game as we are live. Quid, you want to go to mid? Or you want me to take you to mid?
I'm currently replying to somebody so they don't file a missing persons report on me. You take it.
Okay, I hope we are contacting the police right now, as Quid is missing in action. Redcoat's going top and is actually going to fall down. He's going to take a lot of damage very early from Modus. They're both exchanging a fat sticky with each other, both on very, very low health, but my HUD's also broken, so I'm just going off the little lines above their head that don't actually have numbers. Bender's going to get so aggressive, and he's just going to vaporize Yui on the blue crate straight up, and this is just so going in the way of Victoria Riot. That soldier aggression onto the blue crate, where so many players for xenophobiaphobia with stacks just absolutely mince them, and that's a complete wipe coming out there. As we do see, oh mate, who was that drop from the game? I'm going to do, yeah, we do see Arnold drop from the server, so that's after a very convincing...
Right, cutting players mid-game, Ampersand comes in.
Ampersand, I do not believe it! This is unprecedented levels of victory.
This game has got 139% more raids. That's 3 people from team time. I already don't want to be here.
Alright, this just in. Alright, Twitch chat, I want you to give me a time on the map timer, like between 0 and 30 minutes as to when we're going to see Josh join the game.
Stop interacting with team Twitch chat, nobody cares.
Nobody likes you, Quid. Alright, so we're going to be seeing a flip-flop of the second, a really quick retake from Xenophobiaphobia, and then an equally quick retake from Victoria Riot, but there was a very convincing mid-wet win coming out there from Thingamajigger, the Victoria Riot team. That's what I was trying to say. But then, as Arnold got just completely chopped mid, after that mid win, they do actually have even Ubers, I believe. My HUD's still completely buggered. They're going to Uber in top here. Victoria Riot. Mac's going to go down. He was holding quite close, but the way that Yui's positioning, making me think he doesn't in fact have Uber. He's so close to it actually. He's getting up onto 80%, and they've done a really good job of cutting this. Uber have xenophobiaphobia, but they need to focus on the cap. Both scouts playing the cap for Victoria Riot. Sargasm's going to go down. It looks like Sam's going to get taken down as well. He's getting focused down really hard. Abenda just sort of trickling his way out through that shutter door, and he's getting out into second now with the majority of xenophobiaphobia in hot pursuit. He was the only one that didn't die, I think, during that last push.
Was squeaking out like a poorly held fart. Shit. Okay, so they're just pushing back into mid here with full overad. Redcoat's really forward in. Yeah, they're going just death corner. They're gonna take it as Victoria Riot are trying to wrap, but they're sort of just caching themselves.
Shifter goes down, trying to exchange into garage. This is super duper messy. Gramps and Modus are going to pick up one each, but it looks like Abenda's back in the lunchbox, just doing what can only be described as Abenda things. It looks like Gramps is going to back himself to take the 1v1 there, or at least he's just keeping vision. Looks like Abenda's going to go down through drop down, but
Abenda's going down push shoot onto Gramps and just dying. How many times can I equate these players to things that come out of your ass? I don't know.
Oh man, that was really funny. I hope we caught that on stream because Modus just put the stickies at the bottom of drop down. Jake, you are my hero. That was great. They're still gonna have they're gonna have the player ad obviously of Abenda being down, and Riot is gonna get taken down by Mac and Gramps pushing into the left yard. Even Ubers, but really good positioning here coming out from Zeno, managing to push into the left yard without getting forced or anything.
Yeah, they used and just backed out.
They used? Oh yeah, my HUD's fixed now. My god, I can trust it again. That's a really poor pop there coming out from Ampersand. He's not warm, obviously, that's what I'm seeing. What forced them? That's really, really strange. Shifter and Abenda are doing a Roma thing in Lunchbox by the looks of it, but Abenda's still up there. He might get caught out here. He's trying to back out top, and Mac does not want to let him go. Abenda's going to go down to Modus and Mac combining up top, and that is a pick and full Uber advantage in favour of Xenophobiaphobia. Sam's up on the sniper. Let's see if he can get anything going, but they do pop in. Mac goes down to Sadgasm, just completely denied with that Uber, and Riot's still very healthy with the heavy on top. Sam domes Modus towards the end of the Uber, and this is a car crash of a bush. from xenophobiaphobia. What the hell, Quid? What happened?
I really don't know. They just sort of beefed it.
Yeah, just dropping players, really, like, in every stage of the Uber. They didn't shut down the sniper, they didn't kill the heavy, they just didn't do anything with that Uber, really. Bit of a poorly executed push, as we do see Victory or Riot up on a full Uber advantage now, looking like they're gonna poke through Garage, maybe. Yui, like, just up on 50% now, and some pretty defensive looking positioning on their own side of mid.
Consulted the crystal ball here. Victory or Riot are gonna come in force, and then Xenophobia are just gonna push back in with Uber.
Yeah, well, they're loitering around in this death corner area. Looks like they're really trying to get in without using. Gramps is going to go down to Sadgasm. Shifter's going to trade it out for Sadgasm. And Riot, that's really, really good play by Shifter. And Ampersand gets forced. Shifter's drawing Bender all the way back. He's
Xenophobia is getting back from the Uber here.
Yeah, and Yui's going to come up on his
Sam
now.
Just stays in without anybody and dies. And Shifter's still behind, just
causing mayhem. Let's see if we, yep, and Zeno, in the meanwhile, have taken left yard with the full Uber advantage. Paulson's very, very deep, Riot's above them. Yui pops, I don't know if that's really a necessary pop, and Paulson's beeping all his shots, Quid.
Wow, I've never seen him beep shots on this point of fucking...
I have never seen Paulson call for a solo Uber in Granary second and not hit a shot or get a kill, but I just saw it then, Quid. It looks like xenophobiaphobia are going to try and bleed into last here as my STV stutters a little bit and Gramps goes down.
Oh my
god.
Not again. Makazai comes in. No, that's pretty disheartening here.
Yeah, that's a little bit. They're not really early days yet. My time is completely buggered on my HUD, but that's alright. Gramps is up on Spy, but yeah, it's just really not being able to suss out these lasts. It looks like from xenophobiaphobia has cost them a couple of pushes here that were probably both pretty good pushes. Gramps on the Spy. Let's go on the Spy cam. They're trying to get into mid here with full Uber advantage.
Victory or Riot are already in mid and nobody's watching there at all. Gramps just standing behind on Spy while they've Ubered.
He's trying to get a tab.
Nobody's doing anything.
Uber comes out. Gramps is going to just shank Ampersand to death. He's going to get taken into this Uber so that he can butter knife Ampersand to death. That is fantastic. Yes. Oh, okay, says Gramps in chat. This is a really, really messy fight here on mid 3v3.
Is just in death corner. Oh, I don't know how Sadgasm got that.
He does get Yui.
That's really
pretty disastrous, but yeah. It'll be a hold for xenophobiaphobia for the time being on mid. Paulson's going deep. Paulson eats a very, very fat sticky. Was that just one sticky that killed him there? Trying to aggress Red Coat Zygote in red yard. Right idea from Paulson. Poor execution, as it looks like Ampersand, because Yui did go down to Sadgasm quite late there, Ampersand going to have a slight Uber advantage, but pushing it into Granary mid on a 20% Uber advantage and even players, Quid.
Yes.
Tell me something you'd rather do.
Like, in real life, or
in anything? Yeah, give me some of that creative language you've been using.
What creative language?
You know what I mean. Whatever. Sam's gonna go down. No, it's okay. I'm trying to say that it's a bloody hard push to make with a smidgen of Uber advantage into Granary mid from second, and it's probably going to even out here with the death of Sam. Ampersand's going to come up on his now while Yui's on 90%. Yeah, this is probably going to be completely even. Sam's just spawning back up on the scout here. No sniper shenanigans or spy shenanigans coming from him. Really, xenophobiaphobia. Ampersand's down so low. You have to think he ate a pipe and a roller there. He's very, very hurt and temporarily heals are out of the fight for Victory or Riot, but it doesn't look like Xeno are going to be able to do much from it. I do expect them to send a sack.
They're trying to break left, but Paulson just goes alone and nothing happens. I'm bored as hell. They're breaking left eventually with just Paulson, and
this
everybody else
Paulson
is going
play I think
right.
I've ever seen. Renko goes down to shift
standing in a corner?
What's going on? What's going on? Alright, Riot's going to go down to Paulson here, and it looks like Sadgasm could get caught out as well, because the two flank players fighting left yard for our victory or Riot against the entire combo of xenophobiaphobia. Redcoat Zygote's gone down off the back of place somewhere there. Sorry, not Ampersand, Bender whiffs 2 rockets on Paulson there. Probably should have taken him down to that Z area. Or was that Grabs? It looks like Bender's going to take this trade here. Yui pops slightly later, but he doesn't actually pop on anyone. No one's come in with this Uber from xenophobiaphobia until Modus is going to decide to waddle his way in. He's maybe extended a little bit too far here.
Taking a DM fight.
Paulson's going to take down Redcoat as well, and it's just this left shutter that Victoria Wright tried to back out through. They've just loitered for far too long there, and they've got absolutely crushed, really, really long spawns. And with 6 up, Xeno are going to be pushing in here, clean up the 2 remaining players of Sam and Ampersand, and they're going to be taking that first round after a much better Uber exchange on second there, Quid.
Yeah, I don't know. They're just... Fuck, I don't know if we're watching xenophobiaphobia or Rich Homie Quan over here, because they're still going in. What the fuck?
What's happening
I
on
haven't
mid,
been paying attention to mid. I'll take this. Modus is hurt, Redcoat's hurt, nothing's happening, it's Granary.
Okay, yeah, alright. Modus is aggressing across the point, but Paulson goes down. Nice pill by Modus to take down Ampersand. That's a med pick. Yui is so hurt. Sadgasm's the only one really left in on this fight, and he's going to go try and take down Yui.
Yui goes down to 13. Redcoat just commits suicide again. He's shamed his family or something, dude. I don't know what's happened. Modus is going for some Netflix and grenade.
What was that? Alright, mid-win there for xenophobiaphobia. Yui was down so low, and I think it's safe to say that Sadgasm and Redcoat just really, really beefed some pushes. Beefed some opportunities to kill Yui there on that mid. Full Uber advantage. Last time this happened, they completely, utterly screwed the pooch on this push. But
okay, so while Yui rotates to top, how'd Redcoat die on that mid? I wasn't paying attention.
So he did some pretty passive demo things, and then decided to go in, like, because obviously Yui was on 20 health, and then he just decided to jump forward. So we're going to see the Uber popped in on Mac and Paulson through the top here. Heavy doesn't go down. Heavy goes down really late. Sentry down too. That's the off classes dealt with. But the Mac has just got in as well as Shifter onto this left-hand side and really, really completely destroyed the combo of Victoria Riot off Uber. That was really, really nice play by the flank of Xeno there to really make amends for what was a pretty terrible Uber in the end that didn't achieve a great deal. And that's going to be a very quick 2-0 from xenophobiaphobia, again showing that they're able to adapt from their earlier mistakes. As we're on to mid number 3, Quid. This could possibly...
How many words did you say without taking a breath?
A lot.
Okay. Modus Goof Troops' rollout is... Holy shit. Okay, so... They're just going left here, and if Victoria Riot don't do anything, they're going to lose to this rollout.
And they are. They're just...
Oh my god, Modus is a visionary.
In the same way.
Blind visionary.
Yeah, okay, Bender's coming in deep, and he's going to take down Yui towards the end of that fight there. He might not even get out here. No, it just looks like he's going to take a fight against Modus. But Modus, the visionary, with the help of his visionary friend Paulson, is going to probably, just secure that mid for them. Ampersand did get out, though, and I reckon that we're going to see a defense mounted here from Victoria Riot, as indeed we do. Shifter's actually hidden above, and he's going to get taken down by Sam. That's really unfortunate. He probably just mistimed his drop down a little bit there and wasn't able to get the force on Ampersand. But otherwise, that would have been... this is a full Uber advantage, rather, for Victoria Riot. So let's see if they're feeling themselves to push on the Granary mid. This is an awful push to make, as I tried to explain earlier, with even players and full Uber ad. Modus is a little bit forward on this left-hand side here. He's at risk of getting caught out, actually. Oh my god.
Sadgasm just dies. They're in the corner here. They're probably going to have to use... Yeah, they use... this is looking... actually pretty shit for xenophobia unless they get something.
Modus is just going to squeak out a garage on the slither of health.
It's looking good for xenophobia, sorry.
Yeah,
if they just use back in, which they are, yeah.
And Paulson's taking a fight on second.
Sam
Max got 2 on mid. Paulson's
just capping second, about to
and he's probably going to take this 1v1 against Riot as well. How is Riot going to miss that many shots in that close a range? Paulson gets the pack just in the nick of time. Paulson is still alive, and Modus cleans up Sarcasm. My god, these people are just gods. How are they winning these fights, Quid?
I promised my friends, family and foes one thing. I will never stop going in. I'd ask if any of you here could stand here and question whether or not I have ever stopped going in. But we all know the answer. I went in, I stayed in, and I'm going in even further.
And in they are. Full Uber advantage. For Xenophobia, they wipe Victoria Riot 3-0. Paulson is just not letting go of W, and Modus is just, I don't even know what Modus is doing, but it's working. As I'm losing words.
He's getting to mid on 40. If Redcoat doesn't hit him with one stick, he just dies instantly. I would D. Oh, it doesn't matter.
He does get the pack, but he does take a pretty fat sticky there, Modus. Down to 70 health by the time his heals are going to arrive. His heals aren't going to arrive, though. Yui gets taken down and stuck off in garage.
Oh my god,
Victoria
Riot do the same rollout that Xenophobia just did because they stuffed up the rollout and it, like, actually worked.
How did Yui die in garage there? That's
Gramps
absolutely
is sitting
ridiculous.
behind the crate. The Bender's checking for him.
Yeah, Redcoat just stuck out. I'm being Yui there on that mid, and that meant that Modus was just completely isolated, unable to get any heals, and from there it just collapsed for xenophobiaphobia, just getting crushed in their own garage. Quid you kind of called it there. They did the same left side rollout that that xenophobiaphobia just did, as I'm seeing some pretty beefed arrow building coming out there from I believe that's Shifter, because he doesn't know how to rocket jump very well, but that's whatever. Yeah, just getting completely cut off on that mid out in their own garage was xenophobiaphobia, and they're doing a bit of a Prolander setup. Paulson on the NG and Gramps on the sniper.
Is sniping. They're pushing in left here.
They have Ubered in left. They haven't caught the sentry yet, and Max able to take down Riot.
Gramps should switch off, but he gets 2, which is really nice. I told you he can do things in sniper as well. He gets 3.
Oh my god, Gramps with the big domage. You're right, he's doing it in map late, but he is bringing it out in the end, and that was just a complete reverse wipe with the full Uber advantage there for Victoria Riot. Just not able to achieve anything with you, but they got in and found the sentry far too late.
Is coming in from Victoria Riot. Sam sniping, he hits nothing there, he's going to die in here. Yep, this is Granary, welcome. Riot's going behind. He's going to go for a jump, but he's sort of going for a jump on second when they can just sort of stack the point. I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, that's a bit of a poorly coordinated play from Victoria Riot. Riot, he just killed Bites! I don't believe it! Bender goes in to get the force into Yui and Yard, but it's just not successful. Yui not taking a lick of damage there. But I mean, that could have worked if the rest of Victoria Riot have been in the position to really throw themselves at mid there. Paulson's going to take this Uber into last here. Sadgasm's going to get taken down. There's a level 1 sentry over by the side of this crate, and it's going to get taken down by Paulson as well. Just doing a lot of work this Uber. Modus and Gramps are going to combine for 2 here, and they just have absolutely no presence around the point to Victoria Riot, and they're going to get closed out. This is looking like a really, really bloody quick Granary, Quid. What do they need to do?
I called it. Wait, what does who need to do?
What do Victoria Riot need to do? Because they're about to get rolled.
Stop sucking, I don't know, they're just doing that.
Okay, thank you. Invite analysis, Quid. Take me to mid, bro. That rhymed. Bars.
Which show me Quan going through us all. Modus is just sitting up top, getting not really much damage here. Victoria Riot's mid is looking pretty good again. Modus hits a 5 on Sargasm. Sargasm's on like 1. Ooh. Yui's gonna die. He should die. I hope he dies for Sadgasm's sake. Yeah. And Modus just gets out. Hopefully Victoria Riot, for their sake, can convert this here, because it's been sort of shaky on the past few. Paulson's gonna go for the really fast 5 play, which will be interesting. I'd sort of hope it works, but at the same time, no, he's just walked out on Sniper and he's...
Well, wait, so is this the friendly sniper bait? It is, yeah, okay, so we're going to see him cloaking and go in through the shutter door
as he walks through a door that they're looking at without anybody behind it, so it's pretty obvious it's a spy here. And
but he's in a really good position. They haven't seen him either. Oh, they bump him. Please.
They bump him. They should know he's there. What?
Please.
What's happening?
What is going on? He's crouching just next to these crates. Surely he's going to die here. He's going to rotate around. They actually Uber in. Paulson's not going to achieve anything.
Abenda has to see him. Abenda doesn't see him.
Abenda doesn't see him. Abenda finally sees him now. Abenda's very confused. It takes his brain a few moments to process what's going on. Sorry, I got my roots confused there. As they're going to Uber into last Victoria Riot.
They got around. Okay.
They got around off the back of some remarkable play by Paulson. Nothing of their own, really. Alright, we're tightening this up here, Quid. We're professionals. We are professionals on CF Live. This is... Shut up. Yeah, so a bit of a failed spot. Physical pain. Okay, we're going to mid number 5 here. We've still got a fair bit of time left on the clock, 10 minutes, but I don't know if Victory or Riot are really going to be able to get themselves back in this match with the round difference that they've put themselves at. They're rolling out Garage to Victory or Riot, but both of their soldiers just get completely mulched on the blue crate here. Frags being traded out, soldier and a scout down for a soldier and a soldier on Victory or Riot. Yui is getting aggressed by Sargasm, but Yui again with those jukes that he showed us on Viaduct. Sam and Bender, Ampersand rather, are staying in here quite deep with Red Coat Zygote. It looks like just through the power of their aggression and Yui not being on particularly good health, they were able to lock Zeno out for a little bit that mid, but the counter aggression comes out. Modus gets the sticky snipe over the top of the...
I don't know, if Down was here, I bet he'd say something very nasty to our friend Modus.
Oh, well, Jake doesn't deserve that. That was nearly a very good mid-win there from Victory Riot, but they just weren't able to lock out Zeno in their own garage towards the end, as we're going to see some binds be popped here. Even
and then he says sorry.
Yeah. I don't think he is sorry, Quid, but yeah, Redcoat's just up on the field now. I reckon they probably should have taken that Uber exchange while they were down a demo. But Yui's going to drop to Redcoat. Was Riot rather? Is that going down drop down? Was that a drop down play while they tried to break left?
I don't know. My brain isn't working, but Shifter's just spamming them out of Gary here. Like, I don't know.
Yep, so Uber's attempted to be exchanged there.
Oh no, Shifter's gonna get Ampersand. Oh my god, that was so close.
Yeah, Ampersand just ducks back inside Garage there and isn't quite able to get it. Grams goes down as well, but
Max shit talking Yui, want to buy med. Oh, me too, friend.
Wow, this is from a really close via. This has just sort of descended really quickly, and that's not just our casting. I think the map quality has descended. I'm not really seeing either team showing a great deal of sort of planned aggression on Granary. They're sort of just throwing things and holding down W's, random intervals. It's going to be a stalemate out here on Xenophobiaphobia's second, and they're trying to break left our Victory or Right, and it looks like they've done it successfully. The first time they've really had an opportunity to do that, extended to second this map with that sort of a push, and they execute it perfectly, not having to lose any players or anything like that. Ampersand's coming up on a Zub now. Shifter's going to actually get a force in Garage, but Modus is like caught too far forward, trying to back out of back right here. Yui should be up on a Zuba here soon, but he's getting aggressive. Right was so deep. They need to block the point,
though. They're just going to cap the point.
Yeah, they do.
Looks like Victor Riot has taken my extremely good advice of stop being shit.
Yeah, it looks like they have. As we are PG-13, family friendly here, Quid, please. Yeah, Yui did everything right there to try and get a Zuba, but in the end, it just looks like they put too much difference between themselves and the point to Xenophobiaphobia, as we're back out on the mid. Victory Riot showing signs of life yet. They're rolling out Garage again by the looks of things. It's been working for them the last few mids, last one being a very close loss. Double solely aggression onto the Garage side from Xenophobia's soldier. Shifter gets Cyboss, Mac and Sage go down, and I'd be getting out really quickly here and trying not to lose Yui if I was Xenophobiaphobia. It looks like he's backing out a death corner with Olsen. Mac is probably... Modus has managed to get out there. He's just managed to squeak out, but Ampersand's already up on his Uber there. He may have got a saw at some point during that fight, but these mids for Zeno have just across the board been pretty poor. Riot's in so deep, they could get flanked here if they're not careful, because Xenophobiaphobia, all of Victory or Riot are in right yard right now, up in Lunchbox. Shifter goes down to Riot, up the top of Catwalk actually, and I don't think they want anything to do with this to Zeno. They're being very sensitive. Quid. Aiden.
Hello, I'm replying to my girlfriend. What? Huh?
No, you're not.
I literally... Okay, what's happening?
Okay, so... I just tried to cue you in, but you ignore me, so whatever. Yep, this position from Lunchbox is, just really, really good here for Victory or Riot. They are going to get forced up top by Mac just sort of passively spamming. Ubers are going to be traded out, but Victory or
really shitty post-Uber health. Yeah. They're going to get in here. Bender's going to die. Players is looking better for Xenophobia, but nothing's really happening.
Yeah, Shifter just turned around there, like, expecting an arrow a little bit. They have got two players behind. It's an interesting looking one. Yui actually gets the kill on the Mac, but... Right! Oh, Yui! Yui with the clutch hard blue arrows to save last there. That was insane! Oh, that was so close. That was such a messy fight. Xeno had so many players behind second trying to come in and recontest. Riot went to last, but Yui with the clutch 2k with the crossbows, one to defend himself and one to save the round. Yui, oh my god, that was just so clutch, but it looks like that they're going to be in.
I saw Riot low. I saw Yui turn around. I wanted it to happen. It happened. I don't know, man. Yeah, that's okay. I'm happy with that.
Clutch.
That almost makes up for I-58. At least a map.
Almost. Yeah, wowee. That's going to be a reset. They're doing a little bit of arrow building here softly in Yard or xenophobiaphobia. They're trying it out. They haven't really managed to garner a huge Uber advantage here, and I'd be really quite surprised with 5 minutes left on the clock and the 2-round advantage that they have if they try to make that this push into mid. Ampersand's very close to his Uber now, and it looks like
on the platform. He just sort of froze mentally for a second there.
Yeah. Just rebooting is like doing a soft reboot of his brain, that's alright. The Bender's extending forward into Garage a little bit here, taking a little bit of damage, but not in any real danger. I think we are going to see a, oh, Yui!
Riot's sort of just a bow magnet here. He reminds me of that guy who got bowed that time, and holy shit, he's getting owned.
Holy crap! That was so high! That was so high in the air, my god!
Well, you know, sometimes you bash your head into the wall and the wall breaks. Sometimes your head just stops.
Oh, it looks like we're going to, Victory Riot are going to take a Uber exchange into second here. It's really not forced them. Murders gets red code post Uber with a sticky trap. It looks like they're trying to re-break into Yard post Uber here. Victory Riot, and they've succeeded a little bit, but Gramps picks up 2 on the flank. Really big plays there by Gramps. He's still hiding. He's in the little old forward spawn area. He's going to get a lot of damage off onto Sam before finally going down himself. Sam is bleeding behind. He's not on much health, but they do need to clean him up. So they do clean up both of the scouts that are leaked behind. Ampersand's managing to get out through that distraction play by both the Victory Riot scouts, but it's going to be a mid-take here for xenophobiaphobia. Unless Redcoat's got something to say about it, he's maybe overstaying his welcome here and gets destroyed by Mac with the wall shot. Mac does trade out in Death Corner there, but that's a demo for a pocket. Riot's coming in and he eats another bow. He's down very low, and Paulson will definitely really get this flag.
Paulson, yeah.
Trying to make things happen on mid Victory Riot because time is against them. They're trading out frags. So much cap time for xenophobiaphobia, but they're just playing it to perfection. Baiting forward the aggression from Victory Riot into their scouts and just eating them. Redcoat's the only one left alive for Victory Riot right now. He's throwing sticks just about everywhere on second. A couple of spawners coming up now.
If anybody dies to any of these traps, I'm gonna get so mad.
Yeah, they're just sticky spam really. Oh my god! Redcoat goes down to Shifter extending from the top. He's way overstayed his welcome there. We're seeing
Modus is a god.
On Vax.
He got owned. Vaccinator heavy. I want to throw up, dude. I need to go to a doctor. Okay.
But yeah, it's been pretty effective here. Ampersand known for his use of that. It is going to go down, but they are going to get so much time on the cap and just bait them down.
I think that this is just dead time now, so...
Yeah, with 2 minutes left on the clock.
So I might just continue through it. I'll start talking shit when there's like 1 minute left.
Well, talk shit in interview, Squid.
Fully, completely talking shit to interview.
I mean, you've gone pretty deep already, so, like, I don't want to say just commit, but I don't know if you can go much deeper. Redcoat's going to eat a fat stick up top. He's going to drop down and get his pack. Just exchanging spam early here. Rolling out their own side. Redcoat actually gets Modus with the demo exchange, so that's really good there. Riot extends forward. Xeno are out. Xeno just lose their medic there. And, sorry, you lose their demo pretty early there, and they don't want anything to do with that. Gramps and Mac and Gramps are just coming in too, but like, behind though. Ampersand's going to go down.
Just killing himself, walking behind, dead.
That was 2 half-health players caught behind there for xenophobiaphobia. That should have 100% been called for Victory Riot. They just did so much work there. They combined for, I think, 3 or 4 kills on that mid, and that's just really not very good. Sam sniping from forward spawn, but eats a crossbow from Yui, who has safely positioned himself. Sam opts to take the back spawn. We've got a spy from Riot, a pyro from a Bender getting the mini crit flare shot, Riot getting the backstab onto Yui, Riot getting the ambi headshot onto Modus. That's probably a little bit of payback. Sam gets the close range dome onto Paulson. These off classes are absolutely going insane. We see Vax Pyro. This is getting truly a Bender and Ampersand-esque. I don't know what else we could expect. Sargasm's capping up mid here. He's on a slither of HP, but I don't know if anyone's going to be able to get there in time to stop this back cap of mid. But that said, there's only 1.5 minutes left on the clock. I think this is probably going to be all she wrote. This is like Mac pistols down Sadgasm, Abenda gets the pyro kill into Sage. I think you can start now, Quid. Go for your life. Or you can text your girlfriend, you. Wow. There we go, guys. Final score, I do believe, with 45 seconds left on the clock, as this is just turning into just DM server complete shenanigans. Maybe it's going to be 6-3, but looking like 5-3 at the moment. Paulson's backcapping. Sage gets a nice close range headshot onto the pyro, as we're going to have a couple of players here join us for interviews, but this has just descended into a little bit of silliness towards the end. That's alright. Victoria Riot did play valiantly. They had some really good close rounds there on Via, and some glimmers of hope on Granary, but we are winding down to the end here. Max dropping the GGs, and that will be the final score of 5-2 to xenophobiaphobia, taking both maps in this fixture against Victoria Riot. And if I'm not mistaken, that is going to put a massive, massive dent in Victoria Riot's chances of going to finals coming up against you guys next week, Quid.
Yeah, we're going to fucking annihilate them.
Please no swears, as I think we're going to have a quick interview here, guys, as we've got Gramps coming in and Modus as well. Before we interview Quid, any actual analysis that you want to do do there?
No.
I didn't think so, but yeah. Just outclassed in the end, I think, where Victoria Riot just weren't able to quite adjust to the pace that xenophobiaphobia were playing at, as I'm going to bring in Gramps, aka Sage, for xenophobiaphobia, and I'm also going to drag in Modus here for interviews. Jake and Gramps, congratulations on your win, guys. How was that?
Good game to everybody except for Jake.
Dude, that was a really fun match.
That was, without like counting all the technical difficulties for like the 40 minutes before the game, I think that was easily the best match I've had like in a very long time. Definitely this season.
Yeah, you played large, Gramps. Well done, dude. That was really impressive. Because I think we touched on it in pre-game, and I don't want to undermine you or anything like that, but I was having a little bit of a chat to some of your team members whose names I won't shorn, but they were saying that you maybe sometimes don't quite bring it in casted matches. You get a bit nervous, but yeah, you played so well today, dude. Was there an adjustment, a mental adjustment on your point, or on your part? Because you played so well.
The thing I find in casted matches that I play in, it's if I'm starting to perform poorly, it snowballs because I'm worried that others going to view me as a poor player. But I ended up shaking their mentality. Fun fact: at the start of our scrim prior to playing the official, I think at one point in Granary, as I was so anxious, I was going like 5 for 17. But I ended up relaxing, and it was actually a bit of fun because I don't know if it was publicized, but while we were waiting for service to get up, both teams joined a public high tower server and just messed around.
That's pretty good.
It was just stuff to ease your nerves, just stuff like that, and I ended up surprising myself with my performance on Product especially. Yeah,
no, you played really well, man. You had some big moments as well, Jake, and some moments as well that maybe weren't quite as large.
Talk us through your rollout. Oh my goodness.
What happened, dude?
Division 2 rollout, man. It's coming back.
So what happened with that? Honestly, I'm a little bit tired. I had an early start today, and I don't have view models, so it's like you saw me put the pipe on the ground. Yeah. Hey, we still won that mid though, so I attribute it to that.
We were actually really worried coming into Granary.
Visionary, dude. I told them.
Quid, any serious questions you want to ask while we got these two lovely gamers here?
Questions? No, dude. What serious questions am I going to ask to these people?
Quid, any other sorts of questions that you want to ask quickly? Because I think we'll wrap it up here, folks. We've gone a long way over time. I'm tired. Quid wants to kill himself, and Wiethoofd has gone through hell tonight. So yeah, anything you want to say quickly, Quid, my co-caster?
Just reflecting on the games, both of you dudes played really well, and I think that was really great. It's really fucking funny to me that they cut a medic in the middle of the game.
I don't think they cut him. Was that Vakura? What happened there? Do you
Arnold timed out.
I think he just had internet issues.
Yeah, I believe Arnold's
I think that what
he
happened
pulled his cord out
was
because he got cut.
Ampersand's like, yes, I can play, and they're like, yes, we will cut more people. And then he's like, yes, do it. And then they all just said, so yes.
No beef in this channel.
Dude, there's no beef. It's all smiles. I'm just making fun of them.
Alright guys, I'm gonna start to wrap it up here. We'll do some shoutouts very, very, very quickly. Start with you, Jake. Any shoutouts?
Honestly, shoutouts to everyone on Twitch who was so patient with this. Holy shit.
Yeah, thanks so much, guys.
Goodness.
We've had a pretty good viewer turnout tonight. I'm really happy with you guys. I hope you're happy with the quality of the stream. Quid and I have had a ball doing it. Wiethoofd's been unable to contain himself. He's normally silent on the mic, but he's been having quite the giggle, let me assure you. It's really good, high-quality games with some massive plays. Actually, that's one more question that I want to ask you. Where do I get Yui's crossbow aimbot?
Right. The secret to playing medic is don't main medic, and then you'll be able to play the game.
Gramps can confirm best medic last season, playing scout now.
What? I honestly, like, just as a general question, Gramps, like, you're always really good at scout, and I don't know why you ever played medic.
I actually really enjoy medic, and I might play it in future seasons. Like, I like the not stress. Like, it's kind of counterintuitive, but I find medic less stressful, and I just get to relax.
You and Dan are like the same type of retarded. You're both good at scout and just want to play medic.
Wait, mate.
Alright, we can continue this later, guys. Alright,
Can I have a shout-out?
Jake, any more shout-outs before we go to you, Gramps?
Shout out to Victory or Riot. It was like a really good match and really good Gs. So thanks for playing.
Yeah, we had a little bit of fun at their expense tonight. They played very, very well. Some really close rounds there on both maps, especially on product. Gramps, any shout-outs from you?
Shout out to Moop and Hertz for being great sportsmen.
Wow, that was cussing. Alright, I'll do Quid. I know you've got a couple of people that need shout-outs.
That need, yes, the begging dorks. Shork, shout-out, big shout-out, Shork. He gets a shout-out. Shout-out to Adolo, shout-out to Victory Right. I've been trashing you guys the whole time, but I love you all. We're playing video games over here. Shout-out to everybody that watched, and shout-out to the people that accommodated to me saying words on the fucking internet shit.
Alright. I think Quid's tired. Alright, I'll do some quick shout-outs and then some plugs really quickly. Yep, shout-out to both teams. We've had a little bit of fun on both your expenses tonight, and I hope you look back and know it was all in good fun. You guys played excellently. Really, really good match. Probably the best match we've got on stream so far. That product was an absolute cracker of a game. Good luck to both of you going forward. Shout out to... I'd like to see some massive, massive love hearts in chat for not only Wiethoofd this time, who's done awesome work on production, but for Obler as well, who's had to deal with so much crap with the servers and the ozfortress just taking a giant dump in the bed tonight. He's been so stressed, and there's be some big love hearts for our league.
Shout out to every admin that's had to deal with Hertz and anybody else from Hertz's shit circle joke.
That's not what I was... Yeah, that too. Thank you guys. Big love hearts to everyone who's made this happen tonight, because it wasn't an easy one. I'll do some quick plugs. We are TF Live. You can chuck us a follow here on Twitch. We will be back next week bringing you some awesome new Prem action. You see some good games, and then we've got finals coming up in a couple of weeks' time as well, a few weeks' time. You can also find us on YouTube, which is just the same name, TF Live AU. On YouTube, you'll see the VODs put up there. And I think that's all the shout-outs that we need to do, really. Shout-out to both teams, I said that. And, yeah, thanks for casting with me, Quid. Your debut cast, I think, until our brains just took a gigantic, just decided to dribble down areas towards the end. That was a good cast.
And with that, for capping television before, dude.